Okay, in this first video, um, I am going to show you guys how to, um, I'm going to show you guys how to clean up data. So right away, we're going to zoom in a little bit and note that I already deleted a lot of information in here. I am going to make this available to you on the under course files. So I'm going to make a new sheet right here, and I'm going to have the, we'll call this dirty data. And then I'm going to copy and paste this into clean data. So let's go right here, and we'll do cleaned data. Okay, so we've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, we can get rid of a few more of these. Let's delete this. Delete. So we've got course code. We can delete this too. So what's your favorite genre of movie? Computer, operating system, princess, favorite superhero, platform of social media. How satisfied are you with your fall semester? Current roommate, car year, temperature at home in your hometown, and how much did you spend on your textbooks? And then also you've also got a few more over here. So let's go like this. Okay, so right away I want to note that I did not let you guys write in your own answers for genre of movie. I didn't let you write in your own answers for computer operating system. However, I did let you write your own answers in for Disney Princess, and I let you write in your own answers for your favorite superhero. So I'm going to go like this. I'm going to copy it all the way down here. Control C. And I'm going to make a new sheet, and I'm going to press Control V. And I'm going to sort these in alphabetical order. And right away, I want you to notice you've got Ariel, Ariel the Little Mermaid. So even if I do this, watch, equals count. These values right here, or count, here, count if, in this range, if it equals Ariel. Okay, there's only one Alice, which Alice isn't really a Disney princess. Now notice this one person put Ariel, Arial. There is only one person who put Arial. So because of that, it only showed up once. And I'm gonna redo this a little bit. So let me show you one more thing. Okay, so count, and we'll see just how bad this really is. Count from here to here. Okay, and we're going to go dollar sign, dollar sign, dollar sign. We don't really need that dollar sign. And then we're going to put a 1. Okay, so we've got this right here, and you're going to see, we're going to bring this all the way down, and we're going to see, okay, Tiana's fine. Stitch, Snow White, there's 8 Snow Whites, so those were actually all just fine. Because it doesn't look at capitalized or uncapitalized. It just looks at Snow White. Sleeping Beauty is fine. Oh, nope. Sleeping Beauty, one person wrote it incorrectly. Rapunzel, this is the example that we used in class. 4 people wrote it Rapunzel like this. 5 people wrote Rapunzel like this. Princess Tiana, Princess Leia is fine. Pocahontas is fine. Oh, nope. Pocahontas, let's see. There's Pocahontas is spelled several different ways. And you notice, depending on what it is, you know, Mulan, even though these all look the same, let's see here, Mulan. Let's see here, let's see why. Mulan, yep, that's the reason why. Mulan, some of them have a space behind it, some of them don't. So what we're going to do is we're going to clean up the data a little bit. Okay, so we're going to go right here, clean data. and we're going to do Arial. So let's just, we're going to sort filter, filter, we're just, then we're going to do sort A to Z. So Alice, we're good there. Here, Arial, I'm going to just drag it up and just make sure that there's no space behind there and make sure that it's exactly the way I want it to be. Once it's exactly the way I want it to be, I'm going to make sure that all the rest of the Arials are the exact same. Aurora, once again, make sure that there's no space behind it. Drag it down. And then Beauty and the Beast, what we mean by that is Belle. So we've got Belle, and we're going to drag it down. Except I think Belle does have an E at the end. So let's do Belle and drag it all the way down. Down. There we go. Cinderella. Okay, make sure that that's correct. Oops. Drag it all the way down. Donald Duck is not a Disney princess, but once again, this is what happens when you allow people to write stuff in. Elsa, which once again, Elsa's not a princess, she's a queen. Everyone, okay, so we're just going to go with a, yeah, everyone. I have no idea. I work as a Disney princess, so we're going with Rapunzel. Uh, So let's delete this and we're going to go back in there. Which once again, I am so glad that I got to learn that somebody was working as a Disney princess. That is really cool. But it also means that I go back in here and I have to edit their input. So when you're cleaning up data, you've got to make sure that all the data in here is exactly the way you want it to be. If it's not exactly the way that you want it to be, then you've got to change it. So Merida, Mike Wazowski, Moana, and so this is kind of boring. So I'm just going to pause it for a minute while I clean the rest of this up. Okay, coming back, I just cleaned all the data up. So I'm going to copy this again, and then I'm going to go right here. I'm going to press Control V, and you're going to see really quick, there's 20 Ariels, 20 Auroras, 34 Belles, and you notice everything is really good. Donald Duck still just one. Everyone, I have no idea. Mary Poppins, Merida. So we make sure that everything is exactly the way it needs to be. And then there are definitely some incorrect answers here that aren't Disney princesses, but even still, we're going to let them stand, and we'll just deal with those later. So right here we've got the clean data, and then I also took the liberty of cleaning up the data right here for who your favorite superhero is. And in just a little bit, we're going to do some descriptive statistics with that. Going right here, what platform of social media do you use? Something that's really cool that I want to show you is I did this fun little VLOOKUP. Let's see here. There we go. This VLOOKUP command. Okay, so I'm going to use this VLOOKUP equals VLOOKUP. And, whoops, that's not where I want it. Control Z. I want to write here, what platform of social media do you use most? Okay, and I forget what the 2, the 4, the whatever is. Or sometimes you mess up your data and you're like, hey, I want to make sure that this is the original exact data, and you got your response ID right here. And your response ID, it's completely anonymous. You have no clue who that is, but you can go back to the original, and I'm not going to show you the original, but well, maybe I can. Let's see here. We're going to hide the names for a minute. Hide. Let's see, hide those, hide those, hide those. Yeah, we can hide those. hide. Okay, so um, let's put this right here. Put this one right here. I'm gonna hide this as well. You guys generate so much data. It's crazy. When you guys answer these, and so that's what I'm doing, is just hiding all of the data that you guys don't need to see. So um, right here, I come over to my fun little what platform of social media do you use most, and then I do equals VLOOKUP, and then I tell it, hey, I want you to look up the response ID. Okay, then I press comma, and I want you to look up the response ID in this right here, in this giant um, spreadsheet. Then I press comma again, and then I'm like, okay, so which column do I want them to do? And I counted it a little bit earlier, and I said, okay, how many columns away from the response ID is the platform of social media use? And I think it was um, 26 columns away. So and then I press false because I want it to be exact. Not quite 26. It was 27. So let's see. Let's go back in here. 27. So it uses Instagram. Okay. Instagram. So what it's doing is it's looking at, the original file, and it's saying, hey, I want you to read and tell me, based on the original file, what is the social media platform that they use most, and they gave me Instagram. And then I copy this and I paste it, Control C. Let me go right here and then just change it. Instead of 27th column, I'm looking at the 28th. And then right here, I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm going to do the 29th. And the reason I'm doing this is because when I exported this, you have the option to export it with the numbers, or you have the option to export it with the actual text. And so I had it exported with the numbers, but now I'm changing it to the text. And so I'm going to highlight these, and I'm just going to drag it down. And when I drag it down, automatically it's searching for all of those, and it's updating all of these records with the record in the original, with the text in the original file that's corresponding with this response ID. So what I'm going to do now, like if I were to save this and come back to it, it would get all messed up because it would go back and look for it. So I got the data I want. I want Control C, Control V, and I want to values. Okay, so I copied and pasted just the values. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create pivot tables. Okay, why am I creating pivot tables? Well, with creating pivot tables, I'm going to copy all of this right here, and I'm going to insert, and I'm going to do pivot table. So I did all of this, use an existing source, and now I'm going to say where do I want the pivot table, and I'm going to do existing or new worksheet, and click OK. So, what is your favorite genre of movie? And so we're going to say, okay, these are all of the possible outcomes for what your favorite genre of movie is. We're going to do Control C, Control V, okay, and we're going to do just the text. So now I've got every single value for possible possible genre of movie. So we're going to change this now to what is your favorite computer operating system? Control C, Control V, okay, and then let's go back here, make sure that we do just the values. We'll come back here, click off of this. If you could choose a picture with any Disney princess, who would it be? Control C, Control V, values, okay, and then let's change this again. Favorite superhero. Okay, so I've got all of these. Control C, Control V, paste just the values. Come back here, and we just keep doing this. Facebook, Google Plus. And even though Google Plus doesn't even exist anymore, And then how satisfied are you with your current schedule? And we're going to do Control C, Control V. Something else that you didn't see me do, what you're going to see, this is, so this right here is satisfied with your current roommate. And it's a little bit different. So, extremely satisfied, moderately satisfied, slightly dissatisfied. Something else that I want you to do, if you ever do this, you put extremely satisfied. Let's put these in order because this right here is ordinal data, right? So we've got moderately satisfied. So we've got extremely dissatisfied. We'll put that down at the bottom. I choose not to answer. Slightly satisfied, right there. Moderately dissatisfied. Slightly dissatisfied. And then extremely dissatisfied. Oh, that's already right there. So moderately dissatisfied, moderately, extremely, moderately, slightly, slightly, moderately, extremely. You put these all in order in this sheet right here because when you're doing the data analysis later and you're asking it to put it into cases, you're going to want these in order the way that they're supposed to be. So put the ordinal data in this sheet, put it in order. So right here, this is not ordinal, this is nominal, this is nominal, a nominal, 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 nominal. These are all nominal. Okay, and then this is ordinal. Ordinal. So make sure that you put the ordinal data in its order and you put the nominal data in its order. Or that you put the nominal data, just put it in alphabetical order. So and then we're going to, spread this out a little bit, and we're going to delete this. So now we have the sheets with all the qualitative classes. So we're going to rename this qualitative classes. And we're going to move this over. There we go. Oops. And so we've got the dirty data, the clean data, the qualitative classes. We can delete this now. And we can delete this. And something else, like I said, that you didn't see me do earlier is there was a lot of responses that were incomplete. I actually deleted the responses that were incomplete. So make sure that you delete the incomplete responses as well. So that right there is more or less the video on how to clean data, and that is the reason why I'm sure that you are very grateful that I did not make you clean up all your data because it is really easy to mess up.